David Faustino.
Hello, this is Andrew Chalmers, the writer and doctor in Doctor Who, Doctor.
This is Dr. Steve-O.
Everybody, this is the Governator.
This is Inspector Gadget.
Hey, what's cracking, y'all? It's your boy J-Rock.
Good evening, folks. This is James DeBell.
This is Jeremy Taggart.
This is Kim Possible.
I'm Chris Holden-Lee.
Hey, this is Pat Mastroianni from Degrassi.
This is the evil Dr. Bad Vibes. Again, this is Missy Bear. And this is more from X-Men.
Hey, this is Andrew Gazette.
This is Sean Gunn.
Hi, this is Robert Carradine.
It's Tammy Stronach from The Neverending Story.
Hey, it's Zach Callison.
Hey, I'm DJ Jenny Rob.
And I'm Neil Young.
I'm Commander Shepard. Ralph Garman here. You're listening to Droids Canada. You've made an excellent choice. You have chosen wisely.
Warning. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello.
And we're back in the studio, Dan. That's right, your favorite show in the whole wide world. Better turn that down because apparently I'm blowing on speakers. We're back. We've taken a month and a half hiatus.
It was a brief hiatus.
I think we should address the elephant in the room.
Yes.
That's pink.
Is it pink or is it just not there?
Whatever color the drugs believe it to be. We've decided to take a sabbatical from the radio show for now. Is there anything you want to add on to that? Or?
Yeah, no, just out of life, busy.
I think that there's some things on the radio side that needs to be figured out.
Tweaked.
And I don't know. It's one of those things where I feel like we haven't focused on the podcast, which is doing record-setting numbers month over month now.
And for the fact that the podcast has always been, Droids Canada Podcast, has always been kind of our baby of what we're doing. And when we would come to record, we would do the radio show first, and then we'd do the podcast second. And then kind of seemed like, yeah, you know what, are we neglecting what's most important? And that, I think, is the podcast.
Yeah, I think so.
So we're going full force.
Yeah, so I figured, while that's going on over there, I'm sure you can still check out the radio station at the time. And my understanding is that we're still welcome there. It's just right now, this is how I have to look at it from a business standpoint. I don't know what volume we are getting.
None. Zero.
I don't know.
No input, no feedback,
and
no
I've
anything.
asked before what the volume was, because when you are in a business, you want to know. And if the answer's not given to you, then you have to go on. You have to look at it. You end up looking at it negatively. Yeah. Like, is it even worth it at this point? So, being as which that we had our second Comic-Con recently and did very well at that convention, I think that maybe it's kind of time for that for now. Maybe we'll visit after the summer. I don't know.
Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see how
what
feel.
happens.
Maybe we'll set up a guerrilla show one day, but who knows?
So, Dan, back in the podcast bunker, condo, whatever it's called now. I know we changed the name of it.
We never officially changed.
No?
No.
Oh,
I do have a note, though.
You have a note?
I have a note.
From who?
No, not a note from someone. This is just a personal note.
Oh, personal note.
I have finally found something positive about the UK.
I don't think that exists.
What's that?
I don't think that exists.
No, there's something that I have found that is positive about the UK.
Okay, because you do know that a certain someone's going to be listening to this episode.
There's a possibility of that. You can call this episode, Dan has finally found something positive to say about the United Kingdom.
Okay.
Turkish.
Are you talking about Snatch?
No, not the movie Snatch.
Okay.
The movie was okay.
What? It was a good movie.
It was okay.
Whatever. So, elaborate.
Turkish chocolate bar.
Oh my god, that's it?
It's like a Turkish...
I know what a Turkish chocolate bar is.
It's a Turkish delight, but not like Big Turk, because Big Turk is like the Americanized version. I'm talking about the UK version. It is delicious.
Okay.
It is S tier of chocolate bars for me.
S tier?
S tier. That's how the young people speak now. They have tier lists of things that are like, okay, for me, Pepsi Cola would be S tier on my tier list.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
But then, A tier, B tier, C tier, going down to F.
Rough.
What's that?
Where would RC Cola rank?
RC Cola's got to be a high A tier because RC Cola's good. It's better than Coke. Coke is like C tier for me.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I disagree.
You know, Mountain Dew, Baja Blast, that's an A tier. Tahiti Treat. Tahiti Treat, that is an A
what about
tier.
Code Red?
Code Red?
Yeah.
Code Red's like C.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. Just wow.
You know, I would put Pineapple Fanta on my A tier.
Wow. Cream Soda Fanta was my personal favorite.
Cream Soda?
When it existed.
C tier.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why are you shitting on fucking pop? Like
I'm sorry, I'm not shitting on pop. I'm just giving praise to the ones that deserve.
Cola?
Jolt's Cola, that's S. All the sugar and twice the
Especially
caffeine,
when you're
man.
having the jitters for the whole day at school.
Yeah. Got the twitchies. What's wrong with you? Why are your eyes so big?
Got the Jimmy shakes. He's like, I can't deal with it. So this week you want to talk about conspiracy theories, but I have something that's good.
Do you think if Jolt Cola came back, it would be a big thing?
It still exists.
Does?
Yeah, it's kind of like Vago Pop. I mean, it's there, but it's not advertised.
Really?
I mean, it was a Stranger Things, so I mean, I guess that's...
Yeah, but that takes place in the 80s.
Listen, buddy, no one needs your negativity right now.
I'm not being negative.
Now, let's talk about something that's been ongoing. So, gas prices. Let's talk about
gas prices.
Let's talk about gas prices. Now, the Dougler himself knocked her off 10 to 15 cents.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, so with that said, that's still not enough because the fat cats are still making money.
Yeah.
Don't tell me they're not, because we both know they are. They only made, what was it? They made $3 billion more.
All right.
Than they did the previous year. That was a record setting. So I would wager that our gas prices should be logistically $1.30, $1.40, and I think that's still too high.
All right.
Oh, you're snapping fingers.
No, I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready for this.
But I want to say this because it's led to a problem that actually happened.
Okay.
Michigan sheriff refused to send cops to non-life-threatening calls due to gas prices.
Due to gas prices.
Blah, blah, blah. Lightning calls due to officers exceeding their gas budget for the year, months away from the start of the new budget. The Facebook post is now gone, but officials are still scrambling to find more money to field the officers. Blah, blah, blah. That's crazy.
That is crazy. However, you've probably seen a lot of police officers when they're doing paperwork sit there with the car turned on.
Sure,
turn the car off.
Okay, fine.
Unless that, I don't know. Maybe there's a maybe they have to have it on.
Maybe
to
they
be
kill
able
a
to...
tank of gas every 2 days.
I don't know.
I'm not a cop.
Couldn't tell you.
I don't sit around all day with my tank idling.
Couldn't tell you.
No.
Now, here's my whole thought on the whole gas thing. This is specifically Canada-wide. So, oil. Alberta gets its oil shut down, right?
Okay.
So we don't produce gas anymore, do we?
Sure.
No. So to show that we are for the environment, here's my example. Okay. So you're gonna want to water the lawn. Okay. You water the lawn. It's gonna cost you $1 to water your lawn. I'm gonna water my lawn. $1. No, I can't water my lawn for the environment. So instead of paying $1 that has my hose connected with a nice coupler so no water leaks out, instead we're going to go to the other side of town and we're going to hook up to their hose that leaks everywhere, and they send it over to water our lawn for $3 instead of $1. That's what's going on with gas right now. We can't provide clean gas with all of the regulations and stuff that are put on it because of the environment. So instead, we're going to have overseas pump out a whole bunch of gas for us, throw them on a tanker that pumps diesel out, ship it all the way over here, and it's more money. And then you have pieces of trash like that F1 race car driver who says he's for climate change, okay? He's an advocate for climate change. You drive a fucking race car.
I think I struck a chord here.
You drive a fucking race car. So, what, your race car doesn't emit carbon?
Is it airplane fuel?
It's race car fuel. Race car fuel. But, and who's his sponsor? Sebastian Vettel, I think his name is?
Sure.
The largest oil company in Saudi Arabia. But yet he comes here and lectures us about
Didn't we
our emissions.
Take shit for that once?
Well, it's
he did a whole economical speech at an Oscar win or whatever.
Yeah.
But then everyone posted photos of him on his big ass yacht.
Flying his private jet around to tell people not to use fuel. Like, fuck off.
Maybe. How do you know it wasn't solar powered?
What's that? Yeah, because that happens.
I don't know. What if it was? Now who's the
You
asshole?
know, it's the Queen's Jubilee. Another thing from the fucking Britain.
Oh, she
okay?
didn't go anywhere. She stayed home.
No, but but some of their people flew on their jets, like Charles and whoever, and
I don't see why that's an issue right now. Being
Fred.
we couldn't get enough people to staff in Air Canada these days.
No, we can't.
Because
people don't want to work.
A mutual friend of ours, Dr. Steve, got his flight canceled.
We got to cancel.
He had to get another flight.
Shit.
I will be... I can't even explain. I think it'll be a new level of hammer fist.
Dude, I'm going to drop you off at the airport, and I'm taking off. Like, pew! Like squealing the tires. Because if you see that little thing that says canceled...
You gonna fucking leave me there stranded?
I'll be afraid. I'll be afraid.
It's not me you gotta worry about.
Usually
it's the Mrs. Hammerfist.
Usually it's the posse that gets arrested as well.
Posse. Well, Rick will be there. Rick's coming with us.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to the airport. He's going to the airport. Because he's not coming with us.
Oh, you can't have him on the same flight.
Well,
I get it.
It wasn't gonna work. He was going to come to Vegas with us, but he's just gonna go back to Phoenix. Which is upsetting. That's life. But, I mean, I don't know. That's like a nightmare that me and Amanda have been recently having. We refuse to watch this documentary on Netflix, which is like the documentary about Boeing, about all their planes failing all the time. And I was like, I don't know if I want to watch that.
It was it's the something Max, whatever, that was the one that was failing, but they have corrected it.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
Because I've only been on one plane in my life, and that was hellacious.
I believe they were all, like, after, like, 2 incidences happened, they were all decommissioned until they found out what was wrong with them, and they fixed them.
Listen, I think flying is statistically proven to be the safest way to travel.
100%. I'd fly every day. If I could fly every day, I'd fly every day.
I just don't know how I feel about airplanes.
Love it.
Well, you may be okay with it.
I've flown, like, so much.
All right. Let's talk about something that's actually kind of fun.
Okay.
Woman says her friend charged her for a home-cooked meal, and people have so many meals. So apparently this is a thing, right? In the States. Apparently, what is it called? A Venmo account.
Venmo
account, where you can bill people in a Venmo. So apparently this is a thing. If you invite me over to your house for dinner, which will never literally happen, but if you invite me over to your house for dinner, it won't happen. I know, I'm very excited for that. You can bill me. So, how it's looked upon, apparently this is an Eastern European thing.
Okay.
I forgot to ask my friend from the Eastern European bloc that apparently if you go for dinner, you are expected to pitch in money for the food that was cooked.
Okay.
And I don't know how I feel about that. If I'm having a barbecue, right?
Yeah.
And I invited you over, your wife over.
Which hasn't happened.
I'm waiting for... You can say that as much as you want, but I've seen inside your house once, and that was on a Zoom call. And you don't even live there anymore.
No, I don't.
So shut your horse mouth. But I guess I have to expect you to be willing to pay for the sausages if I invited you over. I think that's kind of weird.
No, that's really weird. And
don't you do the complimentary, like, I brought a 6-pack or...
Yeah, and then you leave. You never bring any. If you bring a 6-pack and have 2, you leave them. You don't bring them back with you.
It's the respect thing.
Yeah, that's the respect thing. If I'm invited over for a barbecue, I am not expecting to bring anything whatsoever. I will offer to bring something, which someone will either say, yes, that would be great, or no, that is not great. But now, let's get into the legalities of it.
Oh, okay.
If you are selling anything edible from your house has to be checked by the Department of Health.
But you're not selling, you're just a basic pitch-in.
No. If you bill me for something I'm eating here, that means it is a money-making business for you. Now, you have to have a restaurant safe.
I didn't think about that.
Oh yeah. That's like home bakeries. People do home bakeries. They can have the health board called on them, and then they have to go. They get inspected.
Wow.
And you can pass or fail your inspection.
I didn't know that.
Yes, and they can show up at any time.
Huh. See, I don't know. In our family dynamic, is that people will ask, "What do I bring?" So with my dad, I always say baked goods. He makes good pie, makes good cake.
Yeah.
Makes Cinnabons.
Bring what you're best at.
That's right.
Yes.
Her parents will say salad or something, or someone that we're like, we're not even sure if they're going to show up. Bring chips. You can always have chips, right?
Always chips.
You can always have chips. That's what we did. And I think that was a good idea. But never once have I thought, man, I went down to Country Corner and I got these honey garlic sausages and I got killed on them like $50 for like 20.
$50 for 20?
I don't know how much it is. I haven't been there forever. But I mean, I'm going to bill Dan 10 for eating 2.
It's going to be at least $100 if you want 20 sausages.
Well, then now I feel bad because I had those the other day at my in-laws.
They're good.
Had 2 of them.
They're good, but I can't support that place anymore.
Why?
Oh, because...
Oh, there's drama.
Oh, yeah.
What's with you and drama in other restaurants?
No.
Is this an Italian thing? You just drive by and
No.
You can't say on air?
I don't think I can.
Drama.
No, well, let's just say we're waiting to see the charges. If we're waiting to see if he is found guilty.
Oh, come on.
What?
Okay, you definitely have to tell me after this episode. Now I need to know. They don't need to.
One of those.
They can't hear you in the microphone's off.
Okay, if I do.
No, don't say.
No, I'm not saying.
It's gonna be a legality thing.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I don't
want to be.
I don't want us to get.
First time that a show on my network got served papers.
I don't want us exactly.
Listen, we didn't think that Alyssa Milano would ever find out about Neil and Johnny. Okay, that was well below the radar.
She's bringing Who's the Boss back.
Oh, is that why?
On Netflix. With Tony Danza.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
I wonder if they're gonna bring little what's his name?
It's like bringing back Happy Days with the Fonz. It's not the same. I love Henry Winkler. He's a very nice old man.
Fuller House did real well.
Did it?
It did.
Did you watch it?
No, not a second.
I was about to fucking judge you over in front of the live.
But a lot of people did. They're bringing back that 70s show's going to now be that 90s show.
And they brought Red Foreman back.
Yeah.
So, funny story. We went shooting. I think you see that a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
We went shooting, and the instructor that was there, looked identical to Red Foreman, to the point...
Does he say dumbass and stuff?
He did say dumbass.
Oh, did you ask him for a recording?
No.
Next time.
It was awkward because
he got guns
No,
and
because
shit.
he's got a lot of fucking guns. I fired a fucking Desert Eagle.
So when are you going to bring me shooting?
What?
When are you going to bring me shooting?
Listen, the way how Trudeau has fucked over the guns these days, I'm not even going to get my PAL at this point. I never had any interest in getting a handgun, but it's just kind of like, by the time I get my PAL done,
No, I don't want to get one. I just want to shoot one.
But for the
like
thing, you
properly at a range.
You can if you want to pay for the instructor. This was a favor situation.
Oh, okay.
And we ended up firing like a Colt Beretta, a normal 6-shooter, a 357 Magnum, a Browning, fired a couple rifles. It was kind of cool. I think I fired about 200 rounds.
Nice.
It was cool. But anyways, the guy looked way too much like Red Foreman. I was just like trying not to laugh. But her parents were there too. When they weren't shooting, they were kind of watching us shoot. So I was like, this is awkward. Are you making sure I can hit the target?
No, it's before you marry their daughter. They want to see how you can handle a gun.
Trust me, man. If I was going to shoot you, I wouldn't miss. It'd be a double tap. I know how to fire a weapon.
A double tap?
Double tap.
What's that mean?
One in the chest, one in the head. Making sure you're not coming back.
Oh, okay.
The one in the chest because you also want to aim for center mass. Easiest thing to hit.
Yeah.
But then one in the head, make sure you don't come back as a zombie. I've seen those zombie movies to know.
That's true.
Anyways, wow, we're already at 18 minutes on this episode.
Damn.
So let me tell you about we're going to wrap up on this movie that I watched yesterday. So I went to the movies yesterday. I saw this movie called The Black Phone. It is with Ethan Hawke.
He does weird stuff now.
He does do weird stuff. He was in...
Wasn't he in Moon Knight?
He was in Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He did a really good role there. He plays a crazed child serial killer who wears different types of masks. And I think it was a good role for him, but it takes place in the 1980s. And it gets really messed up because at first you're like, this kid went missing. And everyone's like, oh no, this kid went missing. And you're following the 2 children's story or whatever. And then another kid went missing. And they're like, oh my god, he kidnapped the badass kid that beat up everybody. And then they obviously kidnapped the main character kid. And then it's not about the fact the kid was kidnapped. Now he's hallucinating and seeing the ghosts of the previous kids he killed. And they're telling him how to break out. It was pretty fucking messed up. It started off as I don't know.
Like one of those creepy crime...
Oh, did I tell you about that fucking Cronenberg movie I went and seen?
No.
I literally have seen this. I have seen somebody face fuck an intestine. I've seen it.
An intestine.
An intestine.
Like.
She was literally going to a fucking intestine.
Like on purpose?
Oh yeah, guy had a zipper and everything. Okay, so Cronenberg, you know Cronenberg's fucked up. He did the movie Crash and stuff like that.
Yeah, where they'd have sex with wounds.
Yeah. Okay, so this is not a far reach for you.
Okay.
So it's way in the future.
It's James Spader.
Yeah. This has Viggo Mortensen in it, and the French girl that always ends up having sex with everyone. She was in the last Bond movie with the gap in the teeth. Have you seen her?
The French sex girl.
Okay. Trust me, she was known for blue is the warmest color. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. You don't, you're dead.
Okay.
Anyways, that's some great softcore porn movie right there.
What is?
Oh yeah.
What?
It was called Blue is the Warmest Color.
Okay.
It got very popular because it was a French film, and the French don't like to edit things out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome things. Anyways, so this takes place years in the future. Somehow the entire human race got hit with this weird disease where you lose feeling and pain in your body, and you can do whatever you want to your body, and your body will just adapt. So you would grow tumors. So Viggo Mortensen's character is growing tumors up inside him, but he's an artiste.
An artiste, of course.
Yes, of course. So he would do live shows of what the French girl cutting him open and pulling out this new organ out of his body, and he gets off on it. It's Cronenberg. Just keep going back to it's Cronenberg.
Yeah.
So then they had this chestnut bed shell thing that he would sleep in because his entire body was in extreme pain because the body keeps trying to change and he keeps cutting out the organs that are growing outside of the ones you're supposed to have. So at one point he decided that he was going to have his grand finale and he wanted to have the ability to go zoop and just pull whatever he wants out. So he goes and sees someone who literally installs a zipper to his stomach.
Oh.
I'm looking at Amanda going, this was your pick. You picked this movie.
She picked it?
You picked this movie.
Okay.
So if Black Phone would have failed,
I don't think I could have.
She would have been banned for making movies.
I don't think I would be able to watch that.
So he's all horny and everything, so she just goes on knees. You're like, oh, she's going to blow him. Here we go, right? Nope. Didn't even know the zipper was there. He pulls up his shirt. Whoop, and she's like, on the inside of this guy's stomach. I shit you not. So, in the theater, there was 12 people.
Okay.
After this scene, we were down to 5. Because people started getting up and leaving, and I'm looking at Amanda going, I don't know. I don't walk out. I've never. Okay, technically, I have walked out of one movie.
You walked. What was the one?
Bill and Ted, the last one.
Okay.
Now, mind you, that was at the end, the grand, their opus scene when they're all playing music. I was like, we're leaving. I'm fucking done. I can't.
Let's beat the traffic.
Bad enough I've seen someone jerk off in a fucking night movie. That messed me up too. It was weird. So we saw this movie called The Green Knight, and it's about this guy who makes a deal with this Green Knight to be invincible, but one day the Green Knight will come calling and he has to sacrifice himself for the Green Knight or whatever.
So Ghost Rider /
kind of thing, right?
Okay.
So he has to go, but he could beat the Green Knight and not have to cash it in. So he decides to go on this journey to fight this knight, and he meets this witch.
The witch.
And they had this really intense over the clothes thing.
Like dry hump.
Dry hump.
Okay.
And then he clearly comes, and then he's like, ugh, and he looks at his hand, and his hand's covered in cum. And I looked at Amanda in the theater, dead quiet. Is that fucking cum? Am I saying fucking cum? It's such a bad movie. Of course, Amanda's like, this was actually a real good movie. I'm like, he literally jizzed on his own fucking hand. He was like,
He just wiped it on his tunic.
On his tunic. He's like, I'm good. What the fuck? Anyway, so back to Cronenberg movie. It gets even worse. So then when you're like, why does this guy feel like he's always dying? Like everything in this movie is weird. Like you wouldn't just be like,
okay.
You're not gonna watch it.
I'm gonna think, everything in this movie is weird when somebody's face fucking in a test.
So Scott Speedman, which you have not seen since Underworld, the one weird blue guy, he's there, and he keeps eating these purple chocolate bars. You're like, what the fuck is these purple chocolate bars? And so one guy pushes him down and he goes, I'm gonna eat this, and he eats it and he just dies. He literally, his throat explodes, he's coughing up blood everywhere. You're like, just to find out, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movie, your body is changing into a situation where only you can eat is plastic. So, the organ that is being created inside your body is kind of like a gallbladder, I guess, that only digests plastic. You can't eat anything else, only plastic. So the people that accepted this in their life decided that they would just make these purple plastic chocolate bars and start eating them. And they didn't find out to the end after Buddy zipper fucked the broad with his fucking intestines. Went, oh, I guess I'm one of these things. Because at the beginning of the movie, Scott Speedman's kid was starving and started eating literally the little black garbage bin beside you. He says, underneath the... That's kind of fucking weird.
Yeah.
That's a Cronenberg movie for you.
That's...
Just soak that one in.
I don't even think I can...
I can find the scene where you face fucked.
No. I don't
like
need to
all
see...
These,
those are things
also, there's like two mechanics that have weird lesbian sex while being cut. Like, that's a lot of shit. There was a guy who was getting humped while he was slicing this girl's Achilles heel. You're like, what the fuck? But remember, you don't feel pain. And Kristen Stewart was in it, and it was really weird. She was fucking weird.
Okay, I think everyone in the movie's weird, okay? Everything that you have said is weird.
It is weird.
What kind of mind thinks up those things? And remember, you can never unsee something you see.
That's not entirely true. Alright, so that's it for this week. Dan has learned too much. I think he's going to go into a corner and cry.
Yes.
Alright, Dan, wrap it up.
Bye-bye.
Fucking bullshit! 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 Son of a bitch! Bullshit, don't go again!
To be the man, you gotta beat the man, and I'm saying, woo, right here. I'm the man.